to a winner. Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and traffic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert. 72 yards. And the Dolphins march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Broncos now with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7 from the 20.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A give to Williams, running right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Wilson going to change things up here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
Williams will try again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll bring Jeudy in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Again, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure that
there he goes left side, pushing his way through. Javonte Williams, and down to the 29-yard line. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This one swung out to Williams.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a give to Mostert running right. He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43. A run with Mostert up the middle. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Back to the running game with Mostert.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wilson able to complete it there to Dulcich. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run and play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll run the end around here with Judy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Jerry Judy, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's first down. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Hill.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. So that last touchdown sealed